Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, here with Simple Keys. Welcome back to another video. In this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you a pretty smooth movement. This is what I would call a 7-3-4 chord progression, and you can use this in your playing just to add some spice to it. It's a very simple movement. It does have a lot of flavor to it, so I'm going to walk you through that step by step. So we're going to go ahead and get started. It's in the key of E major. So E's are 1, F sharps are 2, G sharps are 3, A's are 4, B's are 5, C sharps are 6, D sharps are 7, and then E will bring us back to the top. Now, as always, if you want to learn how to play in all 12 keys, I do have a guide that you can download over at this site. It's going to walk you through the major scales, the minor scales, help you understand the relationships between both of those. I have that link down in the description, so go ahead and check that out. And if you also want to learn how I'm able to pick up songs, pick up movements, I do have a program called Master the Piano where I take you through the entire music learning process from scratch. So we go over the fundamentals, chords, progressions, pretty much all the essentials that you need to understand how to play song. And then we also have the lab, which is pretty much taking all the ideas that I've shared in those programs together to help you learn how to play songs and just help you understand song structure from different musicians and different points of view. So it's going to be a great place for you to grow and learn. So go ahead and check that out. I'll leave that down in the description. All right, so let's dive right into this. Now, this movement is fairly simple, but it's got a lot of spice and flavor to it. I picked this up from, I believe, Emmanuel Blanco. He's got some really good tips, but I wanted to kind of put my own spin on it. So this movement is quite interesting. So I call this a 7-3-4, and that's going to be the bass. Now, there was a little bit of controversy in one of my other videos where I played a 7 like this, and some would say when I'm playing this type of chord, it is a 5. And technically, they are right. However, when you do get to a point where you understand music and how it works, and you play in a band, most of the time, if you are playing with a bass player, you kind of let the bass player play that note. And most of the time, bass players can interchange between the notes in the chord on the 5. So they can play a B, they can play a D sharp, and they can play an F sharp if they wanted to, depending on what the mood is. Now, I'm talking from a place of greater understanding. So I will call this a 7-3-4. That's going to be the foundation. But if you want to be technically correct for people just starting up and trying to understand why I'm playing this and calling it a 7, it is with the understanding that it's initially a 5, but when we're chasing a particular voicing, we're going to approach it from a different angle. So instead of playing this, the voicing we're chasing is, so that's why I call it a 7. So technically you can call it a 5, but to not confuse people, and the way I kind of approach it, just to keep it simple, wherever my bass tone is what I'm going to call it. So I'm going to call this a 7-3-4. So let's break that down real quick. So the chords you're going to be playing here are going to be a, and usually to simplify this is like you're playing a B major chord here over the 7, and then you're going to be playing a 3 chord here, which is pretty much like an E major chord over the G sharp, and then an A major chord. That's the basic way of approaching this. And then I'm going to show you how I switch it up. So again, the basic chords here, you're pretty much playing a B major chord over D sharp. You're going to be playing an E major chord over the 3, which is the G sharp. And then you're going to be playing an A major chord, which is the 4. All right. Now, when you're trying to spice things up, I play a lot of sus chords. So we're going to be playing a lot of sus chords. So I'm going to play the movement first, then I'm going to start breaking it down slowly. So the movement goes like this. Same chords we're messing around with before, but now we've just opened them up and voiced them differently. So I'll play that again. All right, so let's break that down. So we're going to start with the melody, because that's really what's going to lead us to play the chords in the right hand. So All right. So just listen to that a couple of times, play it slowly or follow along with me, and then we're going to break down the left hand. So the melody again. All right, so that's the movement. So okay, so that's going to be the right hand. Now what I do is, because I understand that's the melody, we're going to be playing some chords in the left hand. So this chord you can consider maybe a B sus2. The way I like to think about this is playing like a B major add 9 or B sus2 if you want to consider that, over the 7 bass. So when I play this F sharp, that's when I jump in. So when I jump back to this B, that's when I move to this G sharp, which is the 3. So I'll play that again. All right. Now on the 3, I'm playing, you can play it a few ways. If you're just starting out, you can play almost the exact same chord shape on the 3. So on the 7, which is a B add 9, or B sus2, however way you want to look at it. Same chord, and this is also like an E add 9 or an E sus2, but over the G sharp. So this is why I call it a 3. So when I hit this, and then we're going to go to the 4. You can go 4 here, but I prefer going down here. Just creates a bigger feeling. So okay, I'll play that one more time, and that's the 7. All right, and if I go up to speed, it's going to sound like this. Right? And that's pretty much the movement in a nutshell. So what I would recommend is just following along, play it very slowly, and then slowly start to build up. So it's going to go. All right, and that's the movement. It's a pretty fun movement. I use it for talk music, and I can just use it just to mess around. So let me know what you guys think of this, and if you like this type of content, go ahead and leave your feedback in the comment section below. But I don't want to confuse you. I'm just going to keep this very simple, and then if you want to see more of this stuff, I can show you more, and then show you different ways of how to expand this idea as well. But that's the movement in a nutshell. That's pretty much it. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.